This is an interesting little word problem, particularly for those of you that might be interested in photography. And we'll be using the change of base formula, depending on which way you want to do it. You can use the common log, you can use the natural log, or you can use the features afforded to you on the calculator. Well, you're going to use a calculator no matter what. So let's go here. In photography, exposure is the amount of light allowed to strike the film. Exposure can be adjusted by the number of stops used to take a photograph. The change in the number of stops, variable n, needed is related to the change of exposure, variable c, by the formula n equals the log base 2 of c. How many stops would a photographer need to triple the exposure? So we're going to use that formula. We're trying to find n when the log of 2 of 3, log base 2 of 3. And if we did that in a change of base formula, we could then say that that would be the log of 3 divided by the log of 2. Okay. Or I could just use the ln. I could use the natural log. Now, and the second one would be, how many stops would a photographer use to get 1/5 the exposure? Let's write this in terms of the natural log. I could say then that I got ln of 1/5 divided by ln. I think that should work too. Okay. And that would be ln of 2. ln of 2. I'm sorry, not just ln of 2. That should work. Okay. All right, now we're going to go to the calculator and we're going to do these. And like I say, it's kind of interesting. Doesn't tell us what a stop is, but hey, sheds a little light into the world of photography. All right. Well, we're here over on the calculator. We're going to use this change of base formula. So let's see. We said we would do the log of 3. Talking about how many stops were needed to triple the exposure, divided by the log of 2. Enter. Let's round that to the nearest hundredth, about 1.58 stops. Let's use the feature on our calculator. If I hit math, and then I hit alpha, the green button, and math again, which is A, that brings that up. Let's just put in 2 and 3. See if we get the same thing. I'm just kind of curious. Just for fun. Shazam! We get the exact same number. And then we said, okay, what about if we were to try to get 1/5 the exposure? So let's use ln this time. So I'm going to go ln of 1/5, 1/5, close the parentheses. And we're going to divide that by ln of 2. And let's see, that's negative 2.32 stops. And again, I just for fun, I'm going to use the feature on the calculator. I'm going to hit math. I'm going to hit alpha, math again, which brings me to my log feature. And what would I put in here? Let's see, it'd be 1/5, no, log base 2 of 1/5. And I better get the same thing. That 1/5 tells me it's going to be negative. Well, how about that? How about that? Same thing. Using the change of base formula.